Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm Ashton, the face behind Ashten Stitches, and today I wanted to show you how to make this really fun granny square. This is basically a circle in the middle and then you turn it into a square. It's not quite a sunburst, but it's very similar in a sunburst granny square. This is a super beginner friendly pattern, so if you have never made a granny square before and the regular ones seem kind of boring to you, you can definitely try this one out. It'll be great for that. But let's go ahead and get started. For your materials, you will need a weight for yarn. This is 100% acrylic yarn, and I'm using 4 different colors. You can use as many colors as you want, but I'm just going to stick with 4. You can also use any yarn that you want, but this is just a weight for 100% acrylic yarn. You will also need a 5mm hook, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors. And let's get into the tutorial. For round 1, go ahead and grab your first color, and we're going to make a magic ring. To make a magic ring, you'll take the end of your yarn, place it in between your middle finger and your ring finger. You'll wrap it around your middle finger and your pointer finger and make an X facing you. Then you'll go ahead and turn your hand so that you now have parallel lines. Take your hook, go under that first line, grab the second line, and pull that through. Go ahead and turn your hand. Now you should have a loop on your hook. Then you'll just grab that loop with the other 2 pieces and then release your hand. Once you've done that, go ahead and chain 1. For this tutorial, I like to use stacked single crochets to start my rows, but if you're not into that, you can also just chain 3. But if you are into doing the stacked single crochets, go ahead and insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So you've made a single crochet, but we need a stacked single crochet. So we're going to find that leftmost bar of our single crochet, and we will insert our hook into that. Then you'll yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And that makes a stacked single crochet, which this will count as your first double crochet. Once you've made your first double crochet, go ahead and place 11 more double crochets into the magic ring. So double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is a double crochet. So go ahead and keep placing double crochets into your magic ring until you have a total of 12 double crochets, and that does include your very first either chain 3 or your stacked single crochet, and I will meet you back once you've done that. Once you have your 12 double crochets, go ahead and take that loose end from your magic ring, and you're just going to pull that until it closes up the circle. And then to finish this round, go ahead and find either your chain 3 or your stacked single crochet, and then place a slip stitch into the top of that. So slip stitch is to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again. Once you've done that, go ahead and fasten off, and then weave in your ends, and that is round 1. For round 2, go ahead and find a space in between 2 double crochets. So if you pull these apart, you'll see that there is a space in between. We're going to insert our hook into that, and then we are going to attach our yarn. Once you've attached your new yarn, into that very same space, we're going to place a stacked single crochet. So as a refresher, you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then find that leftmost bar on your single crochet and insert into that, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Or you can just chain 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. Into the same space, we're going to place 1 more double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you should have 2 double crochets into the very first space. Then you will chain 1, and you're going to repeat that into every space in between our double crochets all the way around. So we're not going into the actual tops of the stitches, we're going into the spaces in between. So we'll find this next space here, and then we will place 2 double crochets into that space. There's 1, and then there's 2. And then you will chain 1. So go ahead and repeat that all the way around into every one of those spaces until you have a total of 12 2 double crochet clusters, and I will meet you back at the beginning. Once you've gone all the way around and you've done your 12 double crochet clusters, we're going to slip stitch into the top of our very first stitch. Then go ahead and fasten off and weave in your ends, and that is round 2. For round 3, we're going to find any of our chain 1 spaces, and we're going to attach our new yarn into one of those spaces. And just like before, we're going to place a stacked single crochet into this space, or you can just chain 3, but go ahead and place your stitch, and that counts as your first double crochet. And then into that same space, you're going to place 2 double crochets. So that should make 3 double crochets in the same space. Then go ahead and chain 1. And then you're going to repeat that all the way around in every single chain 1 space until you get back to the beginning. So I'll show you again. We'll go into the next chain 1 space. Into that space, we're going to place 3 double crochets and then chain 1. So go ahead and repeat that into every single chain 1 space all the way around until you get back to the beginning, and I will meet you back there. Once you've gone all the way around, you should have 12 3 double crochet clusters all the way around. And just like before, we're going to find the top of our very first stitch, and we're going to just slip stitch to join. Then go ahead and fasten off and weave in your ends, and that is round 3. Now for round 4, this is where we're going to take our circle and turn it into a square. So go ahead and find any of your chain 1 spaces and attach your new yarn. Once you've done that, go ahead and place your stacked single crochet, or you can chain 3. And that counts as your first double crochet. Into that same space, place 2 double crochet, and that should give you a total of 3 double crochet into your first stitch. Into the next chain 1 space, we're going to start our corner. So into that, we're going to place 3 double crochet, then we will chain 2, and into the same space, we're going to place 3 more double crochet. So in that space, you should have 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Into the next chain 1 space, we're going to place 3 double crochet. Then into the next chain 1 space, we will also place 3 double crochet. Then into the next chain 1 space, we're going to place our corner. So we're going to place 3 double crochet, then we'll chain 2. And then into the same space, we're going to place 3 more double crochet. So now we have made one of our flat sides. And we're going to repeat that all the way around, where in the next 2 chain 1 spaces, we're going to place 3 double crochet, and then into the next chain 1 space, we'll place 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I'll show you one more time. So into the next chain 1 space, we will place 3 double crochet, place 3 double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and then into the next chain 1 space, we're going to make our corner. So we'll place 3 double crochet, chain 2, and into the same space, we'll place 3 more double crochet. So go ahead and repeat that for one more side, and I will meet you back once you've done your last corner. So I've just done my last corner. I have one more chain 1 space. Into that space, we're going to place 3 double crochet. So now we're back at the beginning, and we're going to do the same thing. Find the top of your first stitch, and then slip stitch to join. Then go ahead and fasten off and weave in your ends. And that is round 4. For round 5, we're going to look for one of our chain 2 corner spaces, and we're going to attach our new yarn into that space. Once you've done that, go ahead and place a stacked single crochet, or you can chain 3. And that counts as your first double crochet. Go ahead and place 2 more double crochet into that same space, and that will give you a total of 3 double crochet in that space. Then we will chain 2, and then into that same space, place 3 double crochet. You're basically just making your corner space again. So now in that space, you should have 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Then into the next space, so you'll have your 3 double crochet cluster here and then one right here. We're going to go into the space in between, and into that space, go ahead and place 3 double crochet. We'll do that again into the next space, so place 3 double crochet into the space, and then again into the next space, place 3 double crochet. And now we're at our corner space, and we're just going to do the same thing that we did for our other corners. We're going to place 3 double crochet, then chain 2, and place 3 double crochet into the same stitch. So now in that corner, you should have 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. So in every space along the edge, you'll place 3 double crochet into those spaces, and then every time you hit a corner, you'll place 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into those corners. So go ahead and do all of that until you get back to the beginning, and I will meet you back there. Once you've gone all the way around and you're back at the beginning, we're going to find the top of our first stitch and slip stitch to join. Then go ahead and fasten off and weave in your ends. Once you've done round 5, you can go ahead and continue on doing that same round over and over until you get the size that you want. This is a really great granny square. It is a lot easier than people might think, and you can use it for a lot of different projects. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what colors you are using for yours. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I have a new video coming out. Make sure to check out my other granny square tutorials. I have a ton of them on my channel. And if you want to be up to date on all the things that I'm up to or any patterns I have coming out, make sure to check out my Instagram. That is all linked in the description down below. If you liked this video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.